Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the Natasha Denona Star Palette. I literally just got this in the mail this morning. I was laying in bed having a nap. My partner came in, gave me the box, and it was my Star Palette. And I am so excited. We were talking about what we wanted for our anniversary, and I was really wanting the Star Palette. So that's what I got. I wanted to do like a full review, and I still don't know 100% my opinions on it at this stage, but I did want to do this look using it and kind of show you my first impressions. I think what I'm going to try and do is film a couple more looks with it and then do a review in a whole separate video, and we can kind of like have a look at them together. So that's what I've been doing today. I've been trying out a couple of different new products as well, like the new Makeup Geek highlighters, which I can do a whole video on. The porcelain and the fair bundle, I bought both of those. So there's like a mixture in here of the duochrome and the signature highlighters from Makeup Geek, and you can kind of see like the shine that it gives. I tried the new It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Not sure how I feel about it. I also tried a new Kylie lip kit, but I will have everything linked anyway so you guys can have a look through it. I know that this review and makeup tutorial coming up was kind of all over the place. I'm feeling a little bit displaced at the moment, but so I hope that you like this look. Let's get into the tutorial. Alright, these are the colours here. So I think for today I'm kind of feeling maybe like these two in the crease with some of these red tone shades, and then I'm tossing up between this bronzy shade down here or this like antique gold shade. From what I understand about the Natasha Denona eyeshadows in the Star Palette is that there is a lot of fallout in some of the shades. So I'm going to be doing my eyes first, and then I will move on to my face. So I'll start off with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm going to be using my concealer brush by Zoeva. So I'm just going to keep looking in the mirror and try to conceal like all of the redness on my eyes. Then I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush. This one's by XO Beauty, but you can use any fluffy brush that you want. Maybe this shade here just to kind of put all over the lid. There isn't really bone shade, so I'm just going to really lightly be putting that into the crease. I didn't want anything with too much pigmentation. It probably would have worked with that shade that I said that I was going to use, but I haven't even tried these on my eyes yet, so I'm really excited to see what they look like. I would move you guys closer, but I have this big table in the way and my camera doesn't zoom. Alrighty, so now that I have that all over the lid, it's just going to add like a nice base to the eye so that the rest of the colours can blend out nicely. I'm going to be taking this colour here and I'm going to be putting that more precisely into the crease. I don't think I'm in focus at all. I mean, I think it looks better, but I still can't really see, so I apologise if it looks like shit. So I'm just still working this into the crease, trying to get like an even pigmentation right from outer corner all the way to inner corner. And what I find is really important is to keep looking down into my mirror to see where I need to bring the colour up a little bit, because my crease isn't precisely round and I like to make my eyes look more, I guess, that circular round shape. So now with that shade just beside it, this peachy pink shade, I'm just going to also be putting that into the crease to kind of mix those two shades together. Then on the outer portion of the eyes, I'm going to be taking a mixture of this one and this one here. These two reddy shades, I kind of want to see how those perform. I'm really excited for those. These two colours are very similar. Even when swatched, they look incredibly alike, which is a little bit disappointing I think for a palette this expensive. I would kind of have hoped that they would have given me 18 completely different colours, because you are paying so much for the palette. But anyway, so with this brush I'm just kind of like packing it and then diffusing it out. I want to do more of a winged shape with this, so I'm kind of making sure I'll clean up the outer edge with some makeup remover afterwards, but I just kind of want to make sure that it's brought out far enough. And these colours blend really well together. This colour, these two reds didn't swatch very well when I was playing around just earlier in the day, so I didn't have very high hopes for them. On the eyes though, they are beautiful. I have no problems with like patchiness. I don't think that they look bad. I guess I'll see in the playback. They might look terrible on camera. I will say though that I can't see, when placed on the eyes, I can't see too much difference between these two shades. So I'm just going to be going back in with the peachy shade that we used earlier in that fluffy brush. Now I think I will go into a little bit of this shade here. This shade is called Gemma. Not that we're paying attention to any of the shades that I'm putting down, but if you were interested, I can list them below. So with Gemma, I'm kind of packing it onto the outer corner just like I did the other shades. And it's blending really nicely into those reds. So I think I'm pretty happy with where that is at the moment. Now I'm going to be going in with a glitter glue because I did hear that these shades, especially the crystal shades, which are more like flaky, they're not like glitter, they're more like a flaky, like stellar magnificent metals kind of texture where it's like literal flakes. So I'm going to be taking some of my Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid glitter base. I want to work pretty quickly because this base dries really fast. I'm going to use this shade all over my lid. So I poured a little bit of that Clearly Liquid glitter base into the cap so that it doesn't contaminate the rest of the bottle, and I'm just going to be brushing that over my lid just with like, this is literally a paintbrush. Then I'm going to be taking that shader brush, and it doesn't really seem to be picking up much product. Oh my god, that looks so nice. And I'm just like pressing that onto the lid. Oh my god. I'm going to be taking a bit more of that glitter base, and I'm going to be extending the amount of that antique gold shade a little bit further onto the lid. I want to have more of it. It's so beautiful. It looks so nice. I'm going to be taking on my flat shader brush that brown colour, and I'm just going to be packing that onto the outer corner with this brush just so I can get lots of colour payoff. Really blend it into that antique gold shade. Before I put my glitter base away, I really quickly wanted to just take a little bit of that into my inner corner, and then I'm going to be taking the shade, this one, and I'm going to be pressing that onto the inner corner. Alrighty, so now that I've settled the babies, I'm just going to be taking some Bioderma and cleaning up underneath my eyes to kind of sharpen up that line on the outer corner of my eye. So before we finish off the eyes, I'm just going to really quickly run through the rest of my face routine. So I'm just going to be taking my Giorgio Armani. So that was my Naked Skin Concealer for Urban Decay, and I'm also taking some of my MAC Pro Longwear, which is in a slightly darker shade. Next I'm going to be taking some of my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to be using my Beauty Blender to press that all over my skin. Alrighty, so I think now I'm going to finish the eyes. I'm going to be taking the brown shade and the two red shades underneath my eye with a pencil brush. So I know I said that I was going to go in with those red shades, but I think I'm just going to take some of that initial peach shade and just blend this out, but I don't think that I need any more of the red. Then for in my waterline, I'm just going to be taking this pencil by Ardency in. This is in the shade Gold. Then I'm going to be taking this brand new mascara. This one's by It Cosmetics, and I have never used it before. This is the Superhero Mascara. Doesn't really smell like anything other than a mascara. I'm going to wait for that coat of mascara to dry. I might go in with another coat because it made my lashes look long, but it didn't give them any particular volume. Alrighty, so now underneath my eyes, while I'm waiting for that layer of mascara to dry, I'm going to be taking my ambient lighting powders, and I'm just gonna mix them all together and just with that same brush, because I'm super lazy, I'm going to get my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm just going to be taking kind of like a mixture of those two to start contouring my face. For my highlight, I'm going to be going in with one of the new Makeup Geek highlighters. I have two of the bundles, so I got the Porcelain and the Fair bundle, so I'm just kind of going to be looking through them and seeing which one I want to do. So I think I've decided, and I'm going to go with the shade Lit, which I think is like a white to peach duochrome. And I think I might mix in a little bit of Luster, which is not a duochrome, but it's just like this pinky highlighting shade. So I'm just kind of going to be going between the two. I'm using a better brush for this, but I didn't bring one in here with me and I can't be bothered going out to get one. These highlighters are really soft and beautiful, and they just look really nice on the skin. You know, they don't look too much. They just give your skin like a healthy glow, but they're still pretty punchy. I don't know, they just look like more like a sheen as opposed to like a glittery highlight, which I really like. Yeah, that looks really cool. I'm really happy with that highlight. Then I'm going to be taking the blush Fetish. This is the Urban Decay 8 Hour blush, and it's this beautiful like rosy tone, maybe like rosy cool tone blush. I'm going to see if I can pump up the mascara a little bit now that it's dry, and I pretty much regret my decision immediately. This is getting now clumpy. I like really wispy mascaras, like the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I love how it just like kind of feathers them out. It doesn't add anything crazy, but it just looks like really soft and beautiful. I don't know. So on my lips, I'm kind of stuck with what to do. I'm thinking maybe it's this Malibu Candy K. I feel like Candy K would be a safe option. I feel like I might go for Malibu, or I could go for, no, that doesn't work. I think I'm gonna go for Malibu. This is by Kylie. I love it. There's absolutely no stickiness. It dries completely. It's a really thin formula. It feels really nice on the lips. I can't speak to the longevity, but the comfort of the lipsticks reminds me of my Kat Von D ones, which is very thin and light on the lips, which I really like. Pigmentation is just perfect. I am so crazy happy with how this eye makeup turned out. I think it just looks really cool. The quality of the eyeshadows is fantastic. You saw me use them, so they were just really good. Anyway, sorry if this whole video has been like a bit of a modge podge of stuff. I have 2-month-old twin boys, and we also have like she's a 19-month-old girl, so we're kind of all over the place. I just haven't really had the confidence all the time. I just felt like I looked fat and I looked ugly, and even now I'm like kind of getting a little bit of anxiety thinking about it, and I know that it will get easier and easier, but the last 2 months have been crazy. They've been so busy, and I understand that that's what happens when you have kids. I don't even know if I'm in focus for this video, so I guess we'll find all of that out when I'm doing the editing, and I can be extra harsh on myself whether or not I post this. I hope you had fun hanging out with me today. It's been really cool, like just to sit down and play with some makeup, even though I had to take a couple of breaks. Bullshit. So that is it, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye! Bye!